Hey guys, welcome to episode number 22 of the Reseller Stew. We have a special guest today. Gladys Ramos from Just Ask Gladys is going to be talking with us about optimizing our listings and our eBay stores, which everybody needs. Like, I don't know how to do that.
Hi, Gladys.
Hey.
Hi,
Thanks for
Hi.
joining us today. How's everybody's week going?
Good.
Average.
Yeah, I am like super stoked. I did my haul video this morning for the stuff that I bought when I was with Chad, Golden Finger Pricker, and Kim, the Florida Picking Queen, and I did that.
I loved watching that footage, by the way. It's so fun.
I know, I should have shot more video. I should have shot video, period. I didn't shoot any video. But I wanted to hang out with them. I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm capitalizing on this, time that I'm spending with my friends. I didn't want to. I just wanted to spend the time and not be like, hey, everybody, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
So, but it was a lot of fun. I almost shot the video. I thought about it when we got into our first store, and I found that animal. And I was running across, going, Chad, 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 and then I ran over there, and then I ran to the other side, Kim. It would have been one of those videos that makes you sick to your stomach because it's like all motion.
Yeah. Right.
So, Tonya, did you have any great events going on last week? Anything happened that was?
Yeah, I had dinner with you Saturday night.
That was the bestest thing ever.
That was fun.
Yeah, I was really glad that you took the time to do that. That was
Yeah.
I feel special. What about you, Robin? Do you have anything awesome going on this week?
No.
Not
Well,
good.
I do nothing reseller related. I did take my girls to the strawberry patch. We picked strawberries, and I made my very first strawberry jam ever, and it's so good.
Yummy. It's so fun to go picking strawberries.
We did that too. We did that
you?
a couple weeks ago. It was fun. I felt bad for all of you see the strawberries where people kind of messed them up or whatever, and you're like,
Or your 2-year-old decides that she's going to cut through every row and squish them.
well,
Yeah.
just think about the way that they grow on the ground like that, and then think about not cleaning them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I used to tell my friends. I'm like, don't eat those strawberries like that. That's like the dirt fruit of the. What about you, Gladys? Did you have anything awesome going on?
No, it's been a quiet week. The way I like it. No stress.
And we have Miss April back. She got her. How about you, April? You got anything good going on? I know your kids. Well, I call them your kids, but your college kids. Aren't they out for the?
A lot of them are out. Not all of them, because it's off-campus, kind of off-campus housing. It's apartments, so they don't have to leave. But we're down to about 1/3 capacity, and that's really exciting. But unfortunately, that means that I'm starting to have to go in rooms and do inspections, and that's always rough.
Is there yuck?
This morning, let me give you guys an example. This morning, I go in a room. Apparently, the kitchen sink broke, or the garbage disposal. And instead of coming downstairs and just putting in a maintenance request, they decided to start putting towels under the sinks. So it smells like yuck. It looks like yuck. And I'm just like, why? Why? Like, how much trouble is it to
They
march
must have
down?
did something that made it mess up, and then they didn't want to tell.
Yeah, it's
That's what
crazy.
it sounds like.
I had a really exciting last week. It was probably the most eventful week that I've had in a long time. So I met up with Chad and Kim. That was awesome. And then Chad and I went to the Selena tribute band. And then the very next that Saturday, I took my daughter to Houston. That's why I met up with Tonya, because she went to Beyonce.
Hey.
And she got water kicked on her, and she thought it was the best thing in the world. And she's like, Beyonce looked in my eyes. We made eye contact. She was only 8 feet from the Bay stage, so she was like right there.
Wow.
But yeah, she's like, it was the best night of my life, Mom.
I bet she puts on a good show.
She said it was awesome. And then I have other great, fantastic news. Patrick is back.
Oh, yay!
And he's here today, and I'll have him come in to introduce him. He came, I picked him up at 10:45. We got here at a little after, we got here, no, I picked him up at 10:30. We got here almost at 11, and within 45 minutes, he had cleaned my office. Gladys watched him. And I'm like, man, it would have taken me 3 days to do what you just did in 45 minutes. And so right now he's out consolidating all of my inventory. And, oh God, I just keep saying it over and over again. I'm like, I love him so much. He's just amazing. I wish I could like just duplicate him and send a Patrick to all of you guys. It would like change your life. I'm serious. So
I wish you could too.
Yeah, those are my big events for the week. I told him, I said that I was going to send him around every 2 weeks to go help all of my reseller friends like a eBay superhero.
I have a pull-out now.
You gotta get him a eBay cape.
Oh, Barbara said that I don't have Malcolm in here. I don't. He's in my bedroom.
Oh.
I got hot giraffes in my bedroom.
All right.
Yeah, he was in the way, so he's in. I could go get him though if it's necessary. So let's start off with you, April. Did you have any great finds this week? You went sourcing, I'm sure.
I'm not sourcing as much as I was, but last Sunday, not this past Sunday, Mother's Day, but the Sunday before, I went over to Pennsylvania and I bought a printer off of a guy for $100, and it sold on Amazon for like $350
Wow.
within like a couple of days of being there, which led to me having like a $700 day on Amazon on Mother's Day, which was crazy.
That's a nice gift.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was weird though because it gave me a headache. You know that commercial where people's heads explode? Like I woke up from my third nap and that's how I felt. Like my head exploded.
Well, I would take it. I would. I would be so. What
Deb
about you?
is not feeling sorry for me these days.
I'm not. You keep whining like, oh my goodness, I keep trying to build up my inventory, but things keep selling. I'm like, girl, I do not feel sorry for you. What about you, Gladys? Did you go sourcing?
No, I'm on a sourcing freeze. I cannot source until all this crap is listed.
How long do you think that's going to take?
Dear God. 2 months, maybe 3.
Seriously?
It's a lot.
Oh, it's a serious freeze.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did last year. That's hard.
But I'm gonna cheat in May. Well, we are in May. The 20th, the weekend of the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, because they're having our garage sale.
Like a neighborhood one?
Yeah, like a neighborhood one. The whole Mount
Like a
Prospect
community.
Oh,
area.
yeah, you gotta go that.
So it's like 500 houses having yard sales. So
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
you
So-
would.
I'm cheating for those 3 days, but then
You
after
have
that,
to, though.
yeah.
You have to.
Every time I go, I score like freaking awesome stuff. So yeah, I have to go for those 3 days.
What about you, Robin? Did you go sourcing?
I actually went sourcing this morning. Zuri had a dentist appointment at 9:30 this morning, and so we happen to be in my favorite thrifting neighborhood, and so I went to my favorite Goodwill, and I picked up a few things. I got a Brooks Brothers wool pea coat for $7. That was my favorite find of the week.
What do those sell for?
I don't really know. I just know it was Brooks Brothers, and it was super nice.
Is it like virgin wool or anything special material?
No, it's a wool blend of some sort. It's here somewhere.
Yeah, what does the tag look like?
It's this. I don't know if you can see that.
Well, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is really super nice. It looks like this. Can you see that?
That's vintage.
Yay! Score for me.
What would you list something like that for, April?
$100.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Tonya, I know that you didn't go shopping at all. You hardly ever hit the stores nowadays.
Right. I've really been into books lately. I mean, I always have been, but more so than,
Did you get more sexy books? So.
I did find another book yesterday. I snapped a picture of it, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to wait and upload them all at once. And that way, you can just look at all of them instead of me randomly doing it like every other day.
You should just start a new store called Sexy Books from Tonya.
You know what? That's a good idea. I like that.
And then you'd have a niche. And then
Right?
you would get so many repeat customers, but then it would kind of creep you out when you kept seeing the same names over again.
Not as long as they're paying me the money.
You're like, what is going on in your house? Anyway, but that's always been kind of my dream, to have a little niche like that, of have where you go to the store and all you look for are rabbits. Anything with a rabbit on it, whether it's a shirt, a tie, a figurine, whatever. I always wanted to have a little niche that I could just say, oh, my store's all purple stuff,
Right.
or doesn't matter what it is, it's just purple.
Yeah, you probably attract a big following that way too.
Yeah, you'd get a lot of repeat customers. I think there's a website that all they sell is pink things. It's just pink stuff.
So what do you think my user ID should be? Dirty books?
Yeah, big dirty books.
I'm totally gonna do it.
It would be awesome. It would be really awesome. I would love it. I went sourcing. I did my haul video this morning, but I guess I have to talk about my turtle, because anyway, this is what I got. This was my main score. Was this turtle? Really
How much
big.
did you pay for him?
It was $7.97. I actually thought it was $3, but when I took the tag off of it, it was $7. And it's an American Mills. If you missed the haul video from this morning, it's kind of long, so you can catch it quick now. It's American Mills, and apparently American Mills in general is pretty rare, because yesterday, about 15 minutes after I had it listed, I got a message saying, do you have any other American Mills plush? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't. So obviously people have saved searches, that as soon as American Mills, whatever, goes into eBay, they'll get an alert saying, that there's a new listing. But they're pretty easy to spot. This one obviously is a turtle, but they also have big round ones that are like a big ball, and they're pillow plush, but they're just like a big round ball. And they also have the same tag, and they sell for anywhere from $60 to $100 for those. I thought this one was kind of a joke because, it was one listing from March, and it said it sold for $405. And I was like, well, that's probably one of those ones where it got bid up, really high, but then the person didn't pay. When I did more research when I got home, I noticed that they didn't relist it, so obviously the person paid.
Yeah.
And then there was only 2 people bidding on it, and they got into a bidding war. And in the final couple of minutes, it really jumped up. And then 10 minutes after I had listed it, before I got the message asking if I had more plush, I got a message from a lady saying if I would take $250 for it. She's the lady that lost the bid in March, because I could see from her feedback she hasn't bought anything. She only has 44 feedback. And so I could see from her feedback it was the same person. So I'm thinking about just taking her offer, because since the bidding war was only 2 bidders, and the only one contacting me is the one that lost,
Right.
I'm thinking just take it. Because I think she might have just got caught up in the moment and, just kept bidding, because she really did. If you look at the bids, she kind of topped out in the 200-ish range. And it was just sitting there for a while, and then all of a sudden it was just boom, 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 and then she topped out at 400.
Yeah, I'd take it. How much did you pay for it? $7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take it too.
Yeah, I
$7
am. I just
it's a
wanted to
no-brainer.
wait a day. I literally
think
had
about
it
it.
listed for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, just let me wait a day and just let it, and then, but I'm going to go ahead and send her an offer today via message. You know how you can do send an offer, and just do it at $250.
Deb, you get me so excited about plush. Like, every time I talk to you, I'm
know.
like scanning the plush.
I have never seen that brand, and I've been doing eBay for 5 years, and over 5 years, and I did plush pretty exclusively for 2 years, and I never saw that brand. So
Wow.
I don't know, and it is. I mean, if you look up American Mills pillow plush, there's like barely any list. I think there's less than 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's definitely one to look out for. So yeah, that was my big score of the week. I can't say that I could have done any better than that. It was pretty
I don't
awesome.
think so.
And now I have a new brand to look for,
So do we.
Now, normally it's Robin coming out with the brand of the week. You're like
Yeah.
the brand of the week. Like, I need to go back into all of our videos before we get too far in and we have 100 or whatever, and do the, what the brand of the week was. Because normally every week we have something that comes out, that's like, hey, look for this, look for this. Normally it's from Robin. But
I don't.
I need to actually, let me write that down, because I'll say it and then I'll as soon as I'll forget it in 2 minutes. I'm gonna write it down. We'll actually do that. Gladys, did you have any really great sales this week? Did you have something that just knocked your socks off?
No, it was average for me.
Nothing.
Yeah, no.
Did you have anything that
Nothing.
you've had around for a really
don't-
long time and then all of a sudden just finally sold?
No,
Nothing.
no.
Well,
Maybe if I listed, it might sell.
What about you, Robin? Did you have any really nice sales this week?
I actually would need to go back into my sales to see. Nothing's jumping out in my mind.
Yeah, I need to actually do that too. How about anything that you've had listed for a long time that finally left you?
No, I think most of my sales have been things that I've acquired recently. So, I have had to start from scratch again in January, February. So
Right.
most of that stuff is gone anyway.
What about you, Tonya?
Okay, I just had to go get it.
I know. I tried to wait.
So it's the Wells Fargo plush horse. You see it? This one's new with tags. This one's El Toro.
Uh-huh.
I picked this one up yesterday for 99 cents, but I just sold one last week for $20. So the Wells Fargo, they're really collectible.
I know that they are, but what is there a particular one that is? Because I stopped looking them up after a while, because
I think there are some that are more rare than others.
Are there? Because we'll just look it up. We'll just look it up right
yeah, I mean, still $20.
now.
From,
$1.20 and
exactly.
Oh no!
What?
I've been making mistakes. I gotta go back over to the store. Hang on, let me get this up and then.
My largest sale from last week was the tacos that I talked about a couple weeks.
Oh really? What'd you sell yours for?
$50.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Here we go. The big boys, the ones that are larger.
Wow.
Yeah, I have been passing these up.
You've seen the larger ones? I've never seen a real big one.
Uh-huh. I think there was one at the store that I was at last Friday.
I've never seen the big ones either.
It had the Wells Fargo little thingy on it. I know that it was a Wells Fargo horse.
You better go back up there today.
Dang it, Deborah.
You and Patrick better get in the car and go.
Come on, Patrick, let's go. You guys can run the show. I'll be back later. Yep. Look at that. So the big ones are definitely worth money. This one doesn't look very big. That's the kind of medium-sized one.
Yeah, it seems like I sold a black one of the black ones, for about $60 or $70. Not too long ago.
See, look, there's a black. Oh, see, I have just been messing up. And like these ones from 2005, 2003. I wish they would put the sizes in the titles. I really do.
I wonder if that's just a Texas-based bank.
No, Wells Fargo? Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No, they're all over. So, yeah, definitely look out for those big ones for sure. I stopped looking them up because I would find them and they just, I'm like, okay, I'm just wasting my time here, you know.
Yeah.
There's a Toro right there. Well, I'm going to have to reevaluate. Because, see, ones I was finding were like ones like this, you know, like $3 and $6. And I'm like, I'm just wasting my time.
Well, and what I do with ones like that is I'll put them in as a lot. You know, don't sell them individually, but put them up as a lot.
Okay. Well, Tonya, there you go. I've been messing up.
I'll share. Hey Deb, I'll share a great find that I
Please
in a dumpster. It's worth about $2,000, and it's beautiful. And I haven't listed it yet because I'm kind of attached to it. And it's a signed piece. It's from the Art Deco period.
Oh, that's nice.
It's stunning.
And they threw it in the dumpster?
I guess the person was a collector or a reseller, and the family came and took what they wanted and threw the rest away. And yeah, I found this one in there, which is $2,000 because I already looked him up.
What is the name on it? You said it's signed.
Yeah, it's by Y. Labonte.
Why?
Y and then L-A. Yeah, and then Labonte.
I don't see anything.
And then there's this one. Let me see what the tag. This one is Moreau, Child Bronze. And this one's worth about $850.
And they just threw them in the trash?
Oh, girl, I came back loaded. And then there's this one.
Wow.
There's this one that's heavy because it's got a granite, but yeah. And it's by the same Monroe one.
Those are really neat.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I would have taken those out of the dumpster not even knowing they were anything.
Oh yeah, I found
so beautiful.
I found a bunch of stuff that day. I came back loaded.
Wow, that's like. Hey, what about you, April? Since you're back, did you have any great sales this week?
No. Nothing notable. Like, nothing sticks out in my head. Oh, I sold a Sony Walkman on Amazon for $170. One of the Discmans.
Oh, nothing that sticks out in my head. Just
$175.
Man, your standards have really gone up.
You know why? You know why it doesn't like jump out to me? Because I'm so used to eBay. I'm such a like diehard eBay fanatic.
So much money now that it just doesn't jump out at me anymore.
I haven't sold anything good on eBay, and I love eBay. I miss it. I don't like Amazon. So.
Is it soulless like I said it was?
It really is. It really is. You just feel like you're. Uh, I hate it. The labeling and the shipping, and then there's no fun. You get no artistic freedom. Like on eBay, you can like insert a little bit of yourself into your listing. You don't have that with Amazon. And so I complain the whole time I'm doing a shipment.
This was my sale. I sold my chickens and my rooster. I sold my chickens. Well, a rooster is a chicken. So I sold my chickens. They went for $45 with shipping.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You're so silly.
All right. Oh, I learned something new this week, and then I forgot what it was.
Well, that doesn't count.
Oh, I know what it is. I put it in my group, but I want to put it on the show too. I learned that you need to go in and check your shipping discounts that you pass on to your customers. If you lost your top-rated seller and you get your top-rated seller back, there's a chance that it's selected to pass on your discounts to your customers.
No.
Yes. I never have that selected. But yesterday I noticed when I went to print a label that my customer paid $5.11 for a FedEx SmartPost package. And I'm like, what? And so eBay had passed on my savings to them, and I went in to check my settings because I thought it was a glitch. I went in to check my settings, and it was selected for me to pass on my savings. And I just got my top-rated seller back in April, so I don't know how much money I lost in the past 20 days with them passing on my savings.
Why in the world would they think that's something we want to do when we already have to pay a final value fee on shipping costs? Like,
I don't know,
really?
but you know there are some people that think you are scamming your customer if you do not pass on your savings. And I'm like,
huh?
yeah, I've seen these huge moral, conversations about that, if you're not doing that, then you're basically screwing your customer over.
If you ever order anything online and have it shipped to your house and pay for shipping, I promise you, whatever store you bought that from did not pay what you paid.
Oh,
for
and
the
they get mass discounts. Like big retailers,
yeah,
they'll pay $3 to ship something that's 2 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why do you think we can ship our stuff to Amazon for so cheap?
Yeah.
They're not doing us a favor and like just, we'll cover part of it. No,
Right.
that's the discount that they have with UPS that they decide to pass on to us. But yeah.
I just, when I was just on the phone with the UPS store trying to figure out how to ship these printers, the guy quoted me a price. He was like, yeah, it's going to be like $38 to send 2 of those. I was like, no, it's not. Sorry. Like, I'm using Amazon's rate,
Yeah.
so nowhere
like,
close, buddy.
It's going to be $9. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the topic for the week. I know we're getting started early on the topic. We don't normally get started for another 10, 15 minutes. But since we have a special guest, I'd really like Gladys to give us all of her knowledge. So just hold on. Let me squeeze myself out so I can soak it all in.
Is she like this all the time?
Yes.
We love her.
Take it away, Gladys.
Okay, let me compose myself.
I have to admit, I don't know what is the topic.
Optimizing your listings and your eBay store.
Told me that before I drank this cup of coffee. That's right.
Our topic is how to make coffee before you come on the show.
Yeah. I know, right?
Oh my god. You guys are a riot. All right, so I get a lot of questions about, how to optimize your stores and your listings for eBay, because eBay's changed quite a lot since 1999, if some of you haven't noticed.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. And you know, some people are still creating listings like it's 1999 and it's 2016. So you need to either swim or drown.
I had a listing the other day I opened up that it played music. I opened the listing and it played music.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank God that stuff is going away with the new eBay changes. Basically, when you're creating listings, you need to keep several things in mind. One of them is mobile, because I don't know if some of you guys know that 60% of eBay's revenue comes from mobile. So the sales are happening via mobile. So you want to make sure that your listings your descriptions are left justified, and are a size 14 font, because that renders well across all the devices.
That's good information. I usually have mine on like 18.
Yeah, 14 is the perfect size. I tested this across every mobile device that I could find with the Facebook groups with the help of people, and 14 was just the perfect size. Black text, no color text, no flashing anything, no scrolling galleries, none of that crap anymore. No templates. The bare bones. That's what you want, because it makes it easier for buyers on the mobile devices to go through your listings. Item specifics. That's a huge one for mobile, because it's the first thing that buyers see on the mobile is the item specifics. They don't even see, half the time they're not even seeing your description, because they don't know to scroll down and to click, on it.
I had read somewhere that it said, maybe it was you, was to make your own item specifics, as many as you can create that are relevant.
Right, because some categories, like the vintage category, collectibles, some of them still don't have anything but country of origin. So if you know the brand, you want to, add the brand. If you have a UPC, add the UPC. If you have the MPN, add that. Color, size, material, year if you have it. Anything that's relevant to that, item is what you want to use the item specifics for. Item specifics also help you get better visibility when it comes to Google searches. So that's important for that too, not just for mobile. And they're also searchable via eBay's internal search, so you want to make sure that you have those. And if when you're doing a search on eBay, on the left-hand side, there's that column where they can filter out whatever they want to filter. That's item specific. So if you don't have those filled in and the customer starts filtering their searches, you're going to get filtered out of that search, so you want to make sure that those are all filled out.
I had a question and then it went out of my brain. It was
that's why I paused, because I felt it coming. And also the item specifics affect Google Shopping, because again, on the left-hand side of Google Shopping is the filters where the item specifics are. So if those aren't filled out, you're going to get filtered out of that search.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Okay, about Google Shopping, and I've been a person that has been saying that to get into Google, you need to have good till canceled listings.
You can do 30 days, but here's the thing. It's going to take Google 24 to 72 hours to get rid of the old listing, and another 24 to 72 to get the new listing up. So you're losing a whole week potentially of visibility. And so I always suggest a good till canceled. That's the best way to go.
And I've also been suggesting that as well because of people trying to promote on social media or in Pinterest. If you don't have good till canceled, it's going to end your listing. You're going to get a new item number, and then that link is dead.
Exactly. It's going to take that. Well, it's not dead. It's dead for your item, but it'll lead them back to eBay's internal search rather than you.
Right.
So you really want to do the good till canceled.
You're basically advertising for every other seller.
Right,
if you're
exactly.
not
Exactly.
doing the good till
And
cancel.
it's just too much work to keep relisting every 30 days. Just list
Right.
it and forget it and keep listing it. People think that because you put good till cancel that it's going to sync in search, and that's not true. Not true at all. You know, I sell stuff that I've had over a year all the time because I keep listing. It's how you work your store that matters. I mean, if you're just listing on a Monday and then you don't touch your store for the rest of the week, what are you going to get? You're going to get
Nothing.
what you get. Nothing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to also what your thoughts are on also on the Google Shopping and Google Shopping in general. That I had tried to explain to people that the reason why eBay was trying to get the MPNs and the UPCs was because that is a requirement
Yeah.
by Google Shopping.
Right, right.
That the brand needs to be there and all of that. And everybody said, oh, no, they're trying to be Amazon. No.
There are certain requirements to be inside of Google Shopping for advertising purposes. You need to have brand, UPC, and MPN. Google was kind of lax on that when it came to some retailers like eBay. But now they're really, putting down the hammer on that and requiring this. So if eBay wants to continue to advertise your items, you need to have that information. If you don't have the UPC or the MPN, then you simply put does not apply, and it'll get your items sent to Google Shopping. But if you do have it, don't go the lazy route and just put does not apply. Actually put it in there because buyers do search by UPC and MPN only. Because I've had it in the old traffic reports. I would go in my old traffic reports and I can see what people were typing in to find my items, and I would just see all the time UPCs or the MPN, and that's how buyers were finding me and buying my stuff. So I suggest that you incorporate those into your listings.
We had a question from Fran. They're asking, will all of those things automatically set up if I list on my mobile, like the font and all black, and they say left to center? Do you know if that?
I don't know. I don't know because I don't list on mobile, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't either.
I know the text will be black, but I don't know about the
font.
The font and the left. Maybe Deb knows. Hey, Deb. Do you list on mobile?
No, I
No?
don't.
Yeah,
It takes too long doing item specifics.
Yeah.
Fran, the only thing I would suggest is to maybe create a listing on your mobile and then maybe go back and look on your desktop if it's set up the way you wanted.
Yeah.
I don't do mobile. It takes too long. I'm sorry. I had to leave. All I heard was screaming and oh my god and something fell and apparently there were spiders.
Oh, well that's definitely a reason to be screaming.
I just heard, oh my god! Ah! And then something fell and yeah. So I was making sure Patrick wasn't dead. Sorry about that.
All right. So then for your descriptions, Google crawls the first 250 characters. They see the whole thing, okay? But the first 250 characters is what they put the most emphasis on because that should be what the item is about. So you want to make sure that your first 250 characters of your description are just about the item, relevant information. For me, when I do my listings, I basically take the item specifics and add them to the body of my description. So I have them in both places. That way, Google's crawling the necessary information they need to rank me higher on, and the buyer gets the information again. So they're in both places. I like to cover my behind when it comes to eBay in case a buyer wants to return something, and they want me to pay for the return. If I have it in both areas, eBay's going to side with me and not with the buyer, and they'll make the buyer pay the return. Did you have a question?
Yeah, let's see. Debbie Keith is asking, is there a way to find the UPCs that they have been removed?
You can. Go ahead, Deb.
I was going to say there's UPC, yoopsie.com, and you can do a manual search, and it'll bring up UPCs for you for those items.
That is so cool. I didn't know about that.
What do you got, Gladys?
I thought you
I
were
was going to
just
say you could Google it.
Oh.
Google the item. Yeah. But I like that.
While you're in here, are you okay?
Yeah, the spiders were running after me like.
Okay, I'm gonna introduce you anyway. Okay, so this is Patrick. Patrick is back today. He's been being attacked by spiders outside.
Hi, Patrick.
Anyway, I just wanted to introduce him and take a break. What did you spray them with?
I spray them with anything. I was beating them with the.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, all right, back to the topic. So, Gladys, do you know about setting up your keywords for your store? And how important is that? Do you really need to do that?
The search engine keywords?
Yeah, the ones that are inside of eBay. Let me find it. That way I can show people, and then you can explain.
Yeah, those have been rendered useless.
Oh, good. I'm so glad I didn't spend any time on that.
Yeah, according to Griff.
Okay. Yay.
They no longer feed that page to Google, so we don't have to worry about that.
Good, because I was like, oh, I've been neglecting that for about 3 years now. I should probably update it. Good. I'm glad I didn't miss my time on that.
Yeah.
Do you know if things like your well, I was gonna say, if you set up your store with like your categories and stuff, do the categories show up? Like, does that help you in Google at all?
Your store categories?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's Google crawls that area of your store, and
So
that helps Google understand what it is, what your store is about. So those are very important. I always tell sellers that store categories can either make you or break you.
So does that mean that it's better to break things down more than we typically do? So let's just say if you had women's clothing, to break it down into brands?
I don't do brands. What I do is I'll put women's clothing and then, shirts, blouses, jeans, dress suits, whatever.
But not the brands.
But not the brands, no.
Because I have my store category set up like where I have like plush and stuffed animals, and then I'll say Disney store and characters, and I have it kind of broken down like that, and horses and dogs, cats, and and then I put them in there, and then I have coffee cups, and then I have it broken down into Otajiri and Starbucks and advertising, and so is that the proper way to?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to clothing, it's a little bit different than doing plush and coffee mugs. Definitely, if you want to emphasize that you have, Starbucks coffee mugs, then definitely I would put Starbucks or Disney or whatever. That would make sense. But when it comes to the clothing, you really want to stick to what buyers are used to, because the buyers are shopping online, so they're used to categories like JCPenney or Macy's or Walmart or Target online, where it says women's, and then it breaks it down by what it is and not by brand.
Do you think if you sell women's or men's clothing, it would be a good idea to have your categories set up by size? Like small, medium, and large?
That could be the third tier versus so the department is men's, that's the top tier. Then the second tier is the what it is, jeans, pants, whatever. And then the third tier can be by size.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't do that, but that would be good.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to stay away from categories that are nonsense, like fuzzy stuff that means nothing, or things that means nothing to Google. It means nothing to your buyers. You got to think, these people are shopping online, so they're used to the regular categories like women's, men's, children's, toys, electronics. Those are departments. Like think of it like a department store. That's how the categories are set up online. It's the same way for your eBay store.
Yeah, I have mine set up like that. I have apparel, women's and men's and children's, and then I have electronics, and I have housewares, and I have shoes, men's, women's, children's.
Yeah, because that helps you rank higher on Google searches.
We had a question in the chat about why do you find it that people keep on drilling into other people's heads not to do good till canceled? I said conspiracy theory. Exactly. What we call in the $1,500 room tinfoil hat syndrome.
Even eBay on their website tell you to do good till canceled. They've done webinars and radio shows where they tell you do good till canceled. It's best.
They said you're not going back out to the store.
Some liquid motivation real quick.
I'm sorry.
My cat
if you could have heard his shrill screaming. But yeah, that's the one thing, when people talk about good till canceled, I have tried to be an advocate for, please stop listening to that. You need it. You need it for social media. You need it so you can get into Google, and you need it for this.
And it's a time saver. I mean, I have over 2,000 items. Do you think I want to sit here every day going through my items and relisting?
No.
And the thing is, if you do a relist, it does not do anything for you because it's still carrying the data and the impressions and the click-throughs and all that from when you listed it the first time. So you really have to go in and do sell similar if you want it to be a brand new listing. I don't have time for that.
Right.
And if I'm out there, putting my stuff on social media, I don't want to have to redo tiny URLs every 30 days. Who has time for that? Just list it, forget it, and keep listing. Keep working your store.
I know that eBay is updating or has updated their app. In the description area of the listings, that little portion that it has where before you have to click to read the whole description, it has a certain amount of characters in there. And what are your suggestions on how they should do the description to where the person can get the information there instead of that's what your most important.
Yeah, that's where the 250 come in.
Yeah.
Because eBay had said they're gonna do 250 and 800 for people who want to do the templates. Forget the templates. Just forget the templates. Do yourself a favor and just don't do the templates. Go with the 250. If you set it up, I can show you one of my listings so that people can see.
Because I know
how I do mine.
Currently.
Right. So this is how I do my listings. You see how I have the item specifics here, and then I have them again in the body of the description. And I do it this way because I want the buyers to have the information they need in both places, so they can't come back to me and say, well, you didn't say this. Yes, I did. And for Google, and to make it easier for me. And
that looks really good.
If you go to another one of my charms, it's set up the same way. So anytime you go to my store, by theme, by what it is, like coffee mugs are all set up the same way. All my charms, all my comic books. It just makes it easier for a buyer when, if they're coming in there for charms, for them to have that uniformity and ease of reading the description. And it gives the buyer everything that they need to know about the item. And it covers me with Google, it covers me with mobile, and it covers me with eBay.
I don't know if anybody has updated their eBay recently. Last Saturday, I had to wipe my phone completely and start over. You're presenting me, Gladys. Okay, that's okay. had to wipe my phone completely and start over. And when I reinstalled eBay, I got a brand new version. It wasn't the version that I had previously that was supposed to be up to date. It looks so much better. Has anybody?
Yeah, mine automatically
Yeah.
updated.
Now?
Mine updated today.
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
But the listings look so good.
Yeah.
Like the
Nah.
actual listings, and you can see. Hang on. There we go.
Your screen basically looks white with. There we go.
All of the important information, and it even has them where they can go to my things that are on sale. There's the item specifics, and the condition is right there. It's not hidden like it used to be. And then there's that description that we were talking about, the characters that they get.
Nice.
Right there.
Nice.
So it's really
I
important.
don't like change.
It looks
I don't
different.
either.
Which is good.
It does look different, but they stopped hiding things from the customer that, you know, you kind of, where they had to really try to pick and peck about, you know, well, so it says it right there, what the policies are, everything. I like the way that it looks, and I think the pictures, the way that they have it set up, looks really nice.
I think it looked better before. I totally disagree with you.
You'll get used to it.
Can't stand it.
You are welcome to your own opinion.
I know, right?
You're wrong, but you are welcome to have your own opinion. No, I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
Hey, Deb. Hey, Deb. Where it showed your sales stuff, was that a sale or was that a promotion?
That was Markdown Manager.
Markdown Manager? That's
Mhm.
awesome.
That was Markdown Manager, and here, let me click on it, and I'll see what it takes me to. So it says save on markdowns from Pinching Pesos, and then it takes me to everything that's on sale.
That is so cool.
Cool. Because I just found one that has the promotions.
Yeah, I don't normally do promotions. I do sales through Markdown Manager. Every time I've done promotions, they just don't seem to go at
You need
all.
to play with it.
And I also didn't like it when I ran promotions. It didn't put it in the search that it was on promotion. It just had the price. It didn't say...
Right, because promotions is not really a sale. It's sort of like Target's. You know how when you go to Target and you see the little red cards?
Right.
$5
But
gift card
what
when you buy this and this. It's
Yeah.
an enticement.
The problem
You know,
is that in search, it doesn't entice anybody.
Right, right.
You know? Like, that would be like you walking down the aisle and it not telling you, oh, if you buy this Dawn, then you can get another one for half price. You don't know until you get to the register. That's basically, you know what I mean? It's not telling you when you're basically walking down the aisle, which is what
Right.
searching is.
Right, right.
So that's why I don't do promotions, because I want it to show, hey, this used to be $45 and now it's $30.
Right.
You know.
I do both. I do the Markdown Manager and the promotions. I love the promotions. It's helped me sell more than one comic book to buyers, more than one trading card. You know.
Yeah, I have some. I have if you buy one leotard, then you get another one free. And if you buy one set of hair bows, then you can get the other one half price. And I do have some promotions set up. People don't even use them. The guy I had buy one, get one half price on some leotards, and the guy was like, oh, I'll buy another one from you in the future. And I'm like, well, you could have gotten one for half price. And he was like, yeah, I saw that, but I just, like, he actually said he saw it, but he just didn't care. We're getting close to time. Do any of you ladies have questions for Gladys? I feel like I've been asking all the questions.
No.
Well, maybe that's why.
I'm just taking it all in.
So giddy. So we're going to start wrapping it up. So if you have any questions in the chat, we do have a lot of viewers right now. So if you have any questions in the chat, go ahead and post them, because we're going to be closing out for the day. Do you have any other tips and things that you want to touch on, Gladys?
Yeah, for those of you who have a store, the store description, you want to make sure that you're utilizing that. You actually get 1,000 characters in that area, and that area is not for buyers. It's really for Google searches. So you want to make sure that you add keywords in there, but you don't want to get all keyword spammy. You actually want it to say something intelligent. But make sure that you're using that, because that actually helps you get ranked.
So what would you suggest that you put there? Because I don't even know what mine says.
Mine says, "Welcome to Antiques Are Great, where we carry a vast selection of antiques, vintage, collectibles, and retro products for your perusal. There is always something available for any collectors, such as currency, trading cards, ephemera, stamps, books, CDs, DVDs. For the home decor enthusiasts, we carry candy dishes and stuff like, it just make it sound intelligent."
I need to change mine, because mine says Pitching Pesos is a picking company based out of Austin, Texas. We rarely have the same item twice unless it's a replacement part we find again and again. We pick the very best items from estate sales, taken on consignment, antique booths, and many retail locations on and off the web. We find it all and make our awesome finds available to you in one easy location.
Well, that sounds great.
Blah, 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 blah. But I don't have any actual keywords.
Yeah, see,
like
you wrote that. You wrote that for the buyers, and the buyers don't read that.
Well, they need a start, because I took a lot of time to make
it. We got some questions coming in. Barbara asked, does Gladys sell on Etsy? Should categories be similar like eBay there?
Etsy's a little. I started listing on Etsy, but I'm beginning to think I'm wasting my time, because I had listed 20-something items, and I ended up deleting them because they all sold on on eBay.
On eBay.
Yeah, so it's like, am I wasting my time here? So Etsy's different. You can't really do subcategories, not that I have found. You can only do the top level category, and that's it. But yeah, you do want to make sure that the top level categories are set up like department stores.
Okay, and then Spiky asked, how do you see custom label in drafts? Or how do you see custom label in drafts? I guess that's when you're actually creating a listing and you're trying to organize your stuff.
I'm not sure what.
Hang on. I think let me share. Okay, so this is within a draft that I had, and custom labels is actually right at the top, right there. So it's got title, subtitle, custom label.
You use the Seller Hub, huh?
I do, and you better get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't see that on mine.
Yeah, I can bring it up on the other one real quick, and you can see it.
Okay.
Let me bring it up on. I gotta open up Firefox real quick. But go ahead and you can go to the other questions, and it's taking a little bit to come up.
I think that was it. Does anybody else have any more questions?
What are good keywords for your description area?
It depends on your item. Tell me what it is. Give me the brand, the size, the color, the material. Tell me what it is. You have to describe it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to I used to do a similar template like you have, and I think I'm going to go back to that.
Oh, I love my little templates. It saves me time and thinking, because I don't want to, when you're switching up stuff from, listing this Pepsi can to this pen, then you got to think, okay, what am I going to say about this pen? I don't want to think. I just want to sit there and type the information and let's go.
Yes.
I can't sell anything for some reason in the old version. Okay, here we go. I was like, what happened? So, in the original eBay, let's see, where is custom label? It might be something that you have to add. I don't even see it. I don't think it was in the, you have to actually do it after you list it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, for the
In the old
custom
version?
yeah, you have to do it after
It's not within the actual listing, but you can do it.
after you list it.
Yeah, when you actually go into your
Active listings.
I don't have anything active on that account, but you can edit if it's not on your little. If it's not one of your options that you see on your screen, you can go into your customize section for your little description, like your columns, and you can add it. Add the custom label, because sometimes it's not one that's already pre-selected, and so you just go into customize and then you add it as one of your columns. Alrighty, was that it for the... Looks like we got all the questions, we got everything. Gladys, I want to thank you so much for coming on today and talking about this topic. It's super duper important, especially with all the new changes coming up with eBay and the way that they're really trying to go after mobile, and they are pushing mobile, and having your listings ready for mobile.
Yeah, they're trying to bring the mobile experience on the PC. That's why they did the Seller Hub. They refined the listing process. They're really pushing that experience. So
yeah, and I know that we all as sellers, we don't like a lot of change, but the fact that they've been changing and changing and changing the mobile app so much, it just goes to show how much time and development they're putting in to focusing on mobile. And you got to get with the program.
They've made billions on the mobile. Billions. You know, so you got to make sure that you're getting that piece of that pie. I know I am.
I want some pie.
I want a piece of that pie.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much, everybody that came and participated in the chat and watched the show live. And thank you, ladies, for coming on every week with me. And does Robin have a YouTube channel? She does.
I do. I just don't ever make videos.
I actually put the descriptions under the videos, and within the description for the show there will be a link to everybody's YouTube or Facebook group or whatever it is, and I'll make sure to put Gladys's as well. So, but anyway, thanks for coming out today, and I hope it was helpful, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.